Time is of the essence. We all understand this most basic principle of life. So why, when we fully encounter our limit, do we find such strife? I mean, coming into this world, we know we have X amount of time. So why is the quantity between birth and death overstated and glorified? Quantity and quality. One gives as the other takes. Attempting to control both, however, will only put the one actually in our control at stake. In life, we are given a prompt. Background we cannot control. Hair color, height, and family, and each one of these burdens enlightens our tolls. Just like in an essay, we are each allotted time. The only difference is that for each of us it's a different quantity, and to no one is it defined. There's competition and conquest, competitors galore. And even though the wins and losses count for nothing, we race for the better score. The sand slips from between our fingers, lost the wind and sea. We reach out our hands further, grit our teeth harder, bracing ourselves for the next extremity. Just like in a timed essay, life isn't fair. No one gets bonus points for coming prepared. There is no prep course, only practice that can help us on our way. And even then, we must be careful not to prepare all of our times away. We write faster and faster, aware of our clock ticking by. With each pound of our hearts, we look to see another friend has died. We keep working and writing, hoping to finish in time, because goodness knows what the price would be if we left a blank line. We stifle concerns and loosening attachments to make the pain subside. We ignore those around us out of fear of inferiority and hindering pride. We build our big bank accounts, attain new positions. We live lives of luxury and loneliness and foster purposeless ambitions. One day, we just won't wake up. We will die from within. No one will grieve, only continue scribbling away, allowing their slow demise to begin. I simply don't understand why we waste our time with worry of when our clocks will stop. These concerns are simply cyclic and actually contribute to our unwanted drop. Entropy is for certain. Our worlds are always moving towards more disorder, but we only aid its process by feeding into its scheme. We have more important things to worry about, like the quality and the time we do spend here, regardless of how its length may seem. Accepting death is easy. It's the most inherent part of life. We are only brought here on the bargain that when it's time to go, we will take the knife. What's hard is honesty and courage and love, dealing with what we are dealt. What's hard is trusting your faith in something and turning a cheek, regardless of how the last flash felt. Time is not a demon. It too has a heart and a face. Emily Dickinson agrees that even time has its place. She says, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul and sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. So time isn't your problem, it's how you spend your time in between. I promise you that anticipating death is not what you want your legacy to be. The hardest part of life is neither grief nor pain. It's knowing who we are and pushing past the demons we've slain. Death is inevitable. We live and we will die. But the part in between the beginning and the end is where our stories lie. Our encounters with death need neither closure nor time. What they need is faith, no matter where that faith may reside." Here is a story near and dear to my heart, so please don't take it lightly, regardless of the religion or practice you take part. A person in heaven inquired to God, "Who is the best military general ever created?" When God pointed out an ordinary-looking man, the inquirer looked and hesitated. "God, that man was an ordinary manual worker. Are my eyes being deceived?" God said, "Well, this is true. Had he been a military general, the best would have been he." Don't waste your time quivering over death. The quantity of life will never fall in your favor. Use the time that you do have purposefully. Don't let the quality of your life waver. So death is not your enemy, even though it affects our fears. Our fear is just a decoy that our real demons use to avoid being pierced. The evil in this world will be disguised. Our demons will move stealthily in the shadows and be our constant demise. So I dare you to find what really limits you. Reveal your demons to light. Make relationships and find faith in something, because those are the things we miss when we scribble away the essay of life.